So there was this event called the Crisis on Infinite Earths, in which DC was like, okay, we have all these different worlds, all these alternate realities, everyone's confused.
Right.
We want to bring them all together under one
Bring
continuity.
it back.
And yet, when they did that, there were certain characters out there who hadn't gotten a chance to be recognized for all the infinite possibilities they had
Right.
had. And Superman, there were years and years of crazy, impossible Superman stories.
Yeah.
You know, so much so that at one point they started referring to this certain set of Superman stories as the imaginary stories.
Right.
You know, not that they
'Cause
weren't,
they're
you know,
like-
right.
Like, no one.
Well, you open like the first issue of this, and this was because this was just before the Crisis on Infinite Earths. This is by and large the death of Superman story that Alan Moore wanted to tell. But like you open it and you see this amazing statue of Superman,
Yeah.
and you
Oh,
realize
I love
right
it.
away he's he's dead,
Something-
he's
yeah.
gone, something happened to him,
Happened,
we
yeah.
don't know what happened, and he
It's
wrote,
really right in
he
the
writes
first
this
pages.
amazing, you know, little paragraph that talks about how, you know, people look in the sky and, you know, they look, but it's only a bird, it's
Yeah,
only a
or
plane,
plane.
Superman's gone, you
Yeah.
know, and then
Which
he
is
says
like,
that,
oh,
I know, it's
right
like-
in the beginning.
and then he says that this is this is one of those imaginary stories, and then, you know, almost like he's smiling at us, says, aren't they all?
Yeah.
And then that was it.
It's like a wink.
And so what was amazing here is you had Kurt Swan, who's probably that classic, you know, Superman artist, and he's inked by George Perez,
Right.
who added in his own textures and his own detail. And they tell a story that's heartbreaking and beautiful and brings in all the
And
villains and all
relatable
the
even
friends.
though it's because it's about Superman, the people in his life, and
Yeah.
it's like relatable even though it's a Superman story.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
just, I guess, so
No, it's certainly like the swan song of Superman.